Welcome to Python, importing and exporting CSV, Excel, and JSON files. In this lesson, you will learn how to bring real-world data into Python using CSV, Excel, and JSON files, and how to save your work back into these formats. We will work through practical examples using common data types, including a real retail sales dataset. No experience is needed. Let us start exploring Python data handling together. Running the cell now. First, we turn off warning messages, so our output stays neat and easy to follow. We import the warnings module. This line tells Python to hide warning messages for now. Running the cell now. What are CSV, Excel, and JSON files? CSV stands for comma-separated values. Each line is a row, and values are separated by commas. Excel files have a .xlsx or .xls ending and store data in spreadsheets. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It stores data as readable text using key-value pairs. You will see how to work with each of them step by step. Running the cell now. Let us import pandas. Pandas is a library that makes it easy to read, work with, and save data in Python. We use the PD nickname, which is a common shortcut. Running the cell now. Now, let us bring in real data from the web. This downloads shampoo sales data as a CSV file. We read the file into a data frame, which is like a table in memory. The first 5 rows are shown below, so you can see what is inside our data. This line displays those first rows. Now we print the shape, or size, of our table. This tells us how many rows and columns we have. This prints out the number of rows and columns for our data. Running the cell now. Try changing shampoo.csv to another dataset URL and see what happens. Now, let us see our sales data as a chart. We import matplotlib, which helps us draw graphs. We plot the sales a column. This will help us see how sales change by month. This adds a label for the x-axis to show months. This adds a label for the y-axis to show sales values. This command pops up the chart window for you to view. Running the cell now. Reading CSV files. CSV files are one of the most popular ways to share data. You have already loaded a CSV file from the web. Next, you will learn how to read a CSV file stored on your own computer. Running the cell now. This code reads a CSV file that is on your computer. Here, the file name is set as an example. Replace it with your real file path if needed. We use a try block. This is a way to let Python try something where an error might happen. If the file is found and loaded, we print the first few rows. If the file cannot be found, Python will print a message to tell you. Running the cell now. Practice, try reading a CSV file from your Downloads folder. Here, we save the current table to a new CSV file. We write out the table to shampoo_sales_copy.csv and skip the row numbers. A message confirms the save is complete. Running the cell now. Now, let us save our data as an Excel file. The example file name is shampoo_sales_example.xlsx. You can change it if you like. This saves the data as an Excel spreadsheet, which is easy to open in Microsoft Excel. We print out the file name to confirm the save worked. Next, we read the Excel file back in to make sure it worked. This prints out the first row so we can check that everything is still there. Running the cell now. JSON files in Python. JSON is used a lot on the web for sharing data between websites and apps. Pandas can read and write JSON just like CSV or Excel. Let us look at some simple examples next. Running the cell now. This line writes our data to a JSON file. We choose the records format for easy reading and save one line per row. A quick message lets us know the save is done. Running the cell now. Think, where might you use JSON in real life? Hint, websites, APIs. Now we read the JSON file back into Python. We use the same format to make sure rows look the same. Let us check the first lines to see if our data matches. Running the cell now. Here is a trick. Sometimes, the file's columns are not quite what we expect. We can use the names option to rename or add columns. If you provide more column names than there are columns in the file, Pandas will fill the extra columns with missing values. This makes our data clearer and easier to read. Running the cell now. Datasets sometimes have blank or missing values. To fix this, we fill empty spots with zeros. Then, we print the table to check that missing data is now filled in. Running the cell now. Let us try picking just the months where sales were over 350. We use a filter to choose only the rows we want. We print the results, so you can see what changes. Running the cell now. Sometimes, we just want to look at certain columns. Let us make a smaller table with only month and sales. We show the first rows to check that our new table looks right. Running the cell now. Here, we save our small table to a new Excel file. This lets you share smaller reports with friends or co-workers. A message will show when the exporting is complete. Running the cell now. Let us combine our shampoo sales data with extra info. We make a tiny extra table with 2 months and a new return rate column. Now, we merge, or join, the two tables together using this month value. This shows us the first 8 rows of the new table. Running the cell now. Now, it is your turn. Let us read a file that you select. We use input to let you type in a file name from your computer. Python will open and display your file, or show an error message if it can't find the file. We print your data so you can see the result. Running the cell now. Try it now. Type the file name of any CSV you have on your computer. For our minute project, let us find the average monthly sales. We make sure all sales values are numbers, even if there were errors. We take the average of the numbers in the sales column. This prints out that average, so you can check the result. Running the cell now. Next, we will save the average we found into a JSON file. We import the built-in JSON module to do this. We put the result in a key called average_sales. This opens a new JSON file for writing. We save our average to the file. A message lets you know it is done. Running the cell now. Sometimes, we make a mistake in a file name. Here, we safely try to read a file that does not exist. If the file is not found, Python will not crash. Instead, it gives a clear message to help you fix the problem. Running the cell now. Here are some extra tips for saving files. You can choose text encodings for languages using special characters. For Excel, you can set the sheet name. This message lets you know the special saves are complete. Running the cell now. Recap. What you learned. How to read and write CSV, Excel, and JSON files in Python. How to preview your data and handle missing values. How to combine and filter tables for your project. Tips for troubleshooting file errors. You are ready to use Python for loading and saving real data. Running the cell now. Thank you for learning. Rock it. Ready to practice? Try importing data for your favorite topic and export it in a new format. If you like this lesson, subscribe to the channel and comment below. Let us know what you want to learn next. Happy coding! Running the cell now. Challenge: import your own CSV or Excel file and share what you discovered in the comments.